And away from the defeat of the BBI process, President Uhuru Kenyatta has escaped the tag that was thrust on him by the High Court. The Court of Appeal, in its judgment, ruled that the president had not violated Chapter 6 of the Constitution, an impeachable offence. Samogina reports on the narrow escape in what was otherwise a bad night for the president.
It may not have been the outcome he wanted, since the Court of Appeal effectively put an end to his BBI dream. But the judges have overturned a finding that would have left a stain on the president's image as he prepares for retirement next year. The 7-judge bench setting aside the High Court decision that faulted the president for allegedly breaching the Constitution in initiating the Constitution Amendment Bill 2020.
We hereby set aside the following declarations and orders of the High Court. 1. That President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has contravened Chapter 6 of the Constitution, and specifically Article 73(1)(a)(1) by initiating and promoting a constitutional change process contrary to the provisions of the Constitution on amendment of the Constitution.
In a ruling heavily critical of the president, the 5 judges at the High Court had cited the president for flouting the Constitution, an impeachable offence. The judges said the president lacked the powers to initiate constitutional amendment under the law, saying only Parliament and the people had that power, and that if the president were allowed to change the law, it would mean he was granted the role of promoter and referee. Likewise, the High Court had declared the BBI Task Force and subsequent BBI Steering Committee that later birthed the BBI Referendum Bill as unconstitutional. The two bodies having been gazetted by the president in his quest to effect constitutional changes. But the Court of Appeal has shelved the High Court decision, holding him personally liable. The judges of the Court of Appeal stated, just like the 2008 peace accord between the then President Mwai Kibaki and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga to foster peace, unity and stability in the country, President Uhuru Kenyatta, in a handshake deal with opposition chief Raila Odinga, took the same model in establishing and gazetting the task force and the BBI Secretariat to foster unity and peace. Despite finding that the president can be sued in his personal capacity, the Court of Appeal faulted the High Court for condemning the president unheard. That the High Court ruled against the president without even establishing whether he had been served by his accusers. It is unclear if the president will appeal the overall BBI judgment of the Court of Appeal, but whichever way, he will walk away into retirement without the tag of a president who was found by a court of law to have violated Chapter 6 of the Constitution. Samogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.